Howdy cowdies. How you going? Hope you're alright. Hope you survived the storms yesterday. Anyway, it's weekly walkabout time at the collector. We've been busy again. We've got lots more cool stuff. Nice little set of sterling silver and enamelled teaspoons. Pair of Maori Jim sunglasses, which are pretty much brand new. Fantastic sort of 1970s boxed hula girl sort of dancer, made in Japan. She's great. Novelty oversized sort of big Zippo style cigarette lighters. More cereal toys. More cereal toys. More cereal toys. This is a cool lot. These are all little cereal toy sort of pieces, little accessories and other bits as well. Alright, in amongst there we've got some nice jewellery, silver and other stuff. These lovely pair of sort of heeled shoes with that nice little silver metal little headdress there. We've got more book plates. Phil May book plate, but I'm not sure who WN1895 is. We've got that one by Adrian Faint for Sydney Ewer Smith, and there's another one in there as well. It's done by Sydney Ewer Smith for somebody else. This is a nice one, little lino cut Olacon. So we're guessing it's a book plate, but there's no ex libris or anything like that. Not sure who actually designed it. It might have been her. Did a Google image search on it before and it came up as being by Dorrit Black, but I couldn't find another example. Then I did another Google image search and it didn't come up as being by Dorrit Black. So it's not that easy sometimes. It's just a lovely bit though. Another nice little book plate there for Sid Long. And there's two more nice Adrian Faint book plates there. That one's a nice wood engraving and the one on the other side that you can't see is a nice little etching. All right. What else have we got? A couple of nice trunks. One over the back here with the blue painted interior. Nice big sort of heavy oak, and this nice little sort of arts and crafts one as well with the nice sort of patterned interior. You can see it does need some hinges, but it's nice. We've got the Chinese lantern. Big sort of heavy. I think these might be bronze. These things are so friggin' heavy. Pair of plant stands or pedestals or whatever you want. This is a great bit. Woodstock, 3 days of peace and music starring Wayne Harvey and co-starring all the bands that played. There you go, by MJ. It's for the documentary movie. I think 1970, something like that off the top of my head. It's just a great thing. And then we've got some fantastic clothing, men's and ladies. I've got some lovely ladies' dresses. All look to be sort of 1930s, sort of give or take 50s. Got some great sort of woolen men's items, some vests. How cool's that red and black one? And a little dickie as well. We've got some really nice vintage men's pinstripe two-piece suits, double-breasted and others. This is pretty cool. The Connie label Sharpie top. So it's like a reissue from about 2015, something like that. But it's pretty much brand spanking new. It's even got the little sort of button-on belt on the back there. This is a great bit. The sort of Letterman or varsity jacket with the upside-down peace symbol. A fantastic sort of like embroidered Japanese sort of Oni devil guy on the back. It's a great bit. It's like a small or medium size. Some really cool sort of costume outfits. Although these things are pretty old, they've definitely had things attached to them, but this thing's pretty cool with their little sort of crop top and the amazing sort of flame sort of skirt. And all this sort of heavy sort of gold thread. It's pretty amazing. Some really cool 1970s men's cardigans, all with sort of great patterns and designs. That one's fantastic. They're just really cool. Some more nice ladies sort of frocks, evening dresses and stuff like that. Two more nice vintage men's sort of varsity or Letterman jackets with the leather sleeves. These are really cool. The Lacoste Izod sort of like almost cricket jumpers really. They're both in great condition. The green one's fantastic. And some golfing attire. You got Tam O'Shanter hats. You got the Pringle golfing jacket and a pair of what are they called? The golf pants? Plus fours. There you go, because they come 4 inches below the knee. Just really cool. Some decorative oil paintings, more clothing, men's winter coats, London Fog, and this one's made in California. Ladies two-piece outfit, some band shirts, Grinspoon, Lenny Kilmister, Rage Against the Machine, a couple of pretty cool men's sort of collared shirts, the polo shirt there, and the long sleever as well, with a bit of pattern through it. More vintage ladies, these are wedding dresses, pretty amazing. I think that's what the shoes actually match. Pierre cardigan little jacket there with another nice sort of Harris tweed one. This is all Fred Perry and Fila woolen jumpers and cardigans. The Fila one's a ripper. Some fantastic sort of retro colourful ladies stuff. More men's stuff. And a nice big lot of Lacoste woolen jumpers. There's a little bit, you can see a little bit of moth hole here and there, but these are all pretty cool. Some great sort of designs and patterns and stuff like that. Great box lot of all scarves. These are all sort of woolen, mohair and other, and it's all tartan and sort of check print. Some great stuff in there. This is all sort of ladies' accessories. There's some napery in here. Great little sort of list. General Furnishing Warehouse, Hindley Street in Adelaide. Bought of Ellis & Son, cabinet makers and upholsterers. It's like a whole it's like a whole house. Round table, toilet glass, 6 chairs, mat, hanging dresser, soft set of shoe brushes, a clock, a Cornish pan, scrubbing brush. It's just really cool old list of someone's sort of supplies that they needed when they set up a house. 1883. Men's sort of modern jackets. There's some North Face and other good quality ones, and this nice big heavy sort of brown canvas sort of winter coat. 3 big boxes of men's hats and scarves. There's some more great sort of little pork pies and things like that in amongst. Once again, heaps of Harris tweed and stuff like that. 2 more big boxes of ladies' clothing. There's some great retro sort of 70s gear, little Norma Tullo top in here, faux fur coat, some great dresses, some sort of really cool sort of colourful 70s gear. What else have we got? We've got some not really nice blankets. This Warrnambool one's an absolute ripper, and there's some other nice ones underneath as well. 2 boxes of mixed items, soft drink bottles, posters, glassware, ceramics, books. 2 more boxes of men's sort of woolen jumpers and cardigans. Again, there's some great sort of heavy 70s heavy gauge wool. Good little lot of men's driving caps. 2 boxes of mixed items plus some pictures and prints. Box of wooden stuff. Some nice bits and bobs in amongst there. This is men's and ladies. And a little girl's kilt in amongst there, which is pretty fantastic. Got more ladies' coats and men's sort of winter clothing as well. Big lot of gear under the table, like 5 boxes. And then we've got a big lot of gear under this table. And then we've got more cool sort of men's jumpers and stuff, Pringle, and other sort of good quality labels and stuff like that. Braemar, made in Scotland. Just some really nice woolen jumpers, tops. There's a bunch of Pringle stuff in there. Another nice collection of men's hats. Again, all the sort of Harris tweed and stuff like that. Some fantastic ones in amongst. These are a cool lot of colourful scarves. These big, long sort of college scarves, a bit like Doctor Who used to wear. Then you've got the big rainbow ones. Good stuff in there. And then we've got toys, vintage Ninja Turtles. You've got some old point-of-sale cards. Britain's Details, Cowboys and Indians. There's some sort of little lead World War I machine gunners in there as well. Cereal toys. I think they're all Wacky Walkers. Book plates again. You got ones by John Sherlow and other artists. Another lot of cereal toys and other little plastic animal figures. But there's little koalas in there with gum leaves in their mouths, and there's a kookaburra with a snake in his mouth. And you got the 2 dogs from Disney. I just can't remember their bloody names. More book plates. These are all by Irina Sibley. Big lot of costume jewellery, big lot of sort of men's sort of accessories, cufflinks, tie pins, nice watch and a bunch of keys. Astro Knit cereal toys, more men's and ladies' watches. This Citizen Diver would have been a good one, but he looks to be missing the back. But you got other good Felicias in amongst there and swatches, and this is a good Tag Heuer copy. More book plates. Another nice collection of jewellery, all sort of gold tone. There's heaps of cool 1970s gear in amongst here. What else have we got? Pictures, etchings, prints, tapestries. A couple of Northcote pottery strawberry pots. 2 boxes of stuff. 2 boxes of stuff. 3 boxes of glass, but there's some nice Scandinavian and other good gear in amongst. You got a huge big lot here of works, unframed works on paper by June Kidman. All right, and there's all sorts of gear. There's etchings and portraits, watercolours and drawings and lino cuts and all sorts of gear in amongst. Big lot, big bag full of softballs, games, pictures, sewing machine, and a tasteful clock. Good big lot of audio gear. We've got some good audio gear in the auction. Onkyo, Integra. All right, it's all good quality stuff. Sony speakers. Those Tannoy ones there look like nice ones. 2 boxes of old wooden stuff. There's some lovely Victorian gear in amongst. You can see the writing box is as found. Veneer's been sort of sitting in water or something. All right, but there's some nice bits and bobs in amongst here. Some lovely old sort of olive wood. Really nice inlaid picture of the boats. All right, 2 boxes full of all the Post magazines, including Man to Give Birth. How to Make Your Brain Grow. There you go, good old Magnum. He actually gives a damn. Then we've got 3 boxes of dolls, troll dolls in amongst there, and sort of little souvenir ones. And these little ones from Bali here are kind of pretty cool. All right, there's other little sort of fabric ones. Good lot of tools, DeWalt, Makita with all the charger and the batteries to go with it. Nice Stanley screwdriver set, drill bit sharpener, DVDs, records, cassettes, more good quality audio gear. Big mixed group lot of stuff. Nice little sort of retro plant stand in amongst there, and a good old sort of portable stereo. 2-piece waiter set. We've got some more nice audio gear around here. Really nice pair of the JBL speakers on their stands. You can see that cover is a bit cactus. All right, but the speakers themselves look pretty bloody good. 2 boxes, all the sort of barware and other stuff. You've got some nice old anodised things in amongst here, and the bare head bottle opener. 3 boxes of stuff, 2 boxes of tools, box of nice old light fittings and stuff. All sort of napery, sort of ladies' dresses and items. This little notebook's quite interesting. It's got all different sort of wedding dress material and how much it was at Myers. Box of sort of mixed records and other stuff. Big box of dolls. There's a look on her face. CDs and some band shirts and stuff. It's cool, that little sort of nice little sort of painted stool with a box of materials and other little figures. You got the James Bond slot car set, but it's missing the cars, but we've put it with 2 foam gliders. And it's nice to know how you actually do it. Another good lot of audio gear, the NAD stuff. Good pair, I think these are Poke Audio or someone like that. I think the little sort of shelf speakers or monitors. Some more pictures. Little tie embroideries and the David Beckham one. What else have we got? Nice big lot of furniture. You got a nice pair of those chairs there. You got a pair of the balloon backs with the blue sort of Regency stripe, and you've got the nice set of 4 balloon backs as well, with the whatnot and the nice big brass and glass light fitting. Brandon Cross oil painting there, the Battle of Waterloo, which is a pretty cool thing. Nice slide projector or film projector with the little film strips. These are some nice trays, little Art Deco one. This is nice, the To Greet You with the brass inlay. It's really quite nice. Starting to raise up a little bit there, you can see. And they're nice sort of 1930s Art Deco in inlaid trays. Some ladies' designer bags. Little mixed group lot of retro and other items, including the perpetual dolphins. But they're not perpetual, they bloody stop. And everyone loves them. This lot's going to romp tomorrow night just because of them. Little Art Deco playing cards in amongst a little group lot of mixed items. Some wooden gear, some Indian puppets, and a carved Native American Indian guy. A nice little pair of these made in New Zealand little shaped wooden goblets. They're really nice. Some sort of kids' toys, tin toys, and little lead soldiers and stuff. Little mixed group lot. And that went in there. Some interesting books, the Beatles, the Goons. Dolphin's still going. This is pretty cool. Robert Empson or something like that. 1775, and it's a book on tachygraphy or shorthand writing. It's pretty early though, 1775. This stenography book's pretty old as well. All right, it's an interesting little lot. This is a ripper of a bit, the old pink painted towel saver paper roll dispenser. It's sort of got a pretty cool sort of deco-y sort of shape about it, 50s modern. Some really nice stereoscope slides, heaps of Australian stuff, and some great other gear, bullfights. There you go, how's that for a bloody log raft? Jesus. There's some nice other sort of road maps and other stuff down in that lot. That's a good lot. Big lot of poker work. Nice collection of oriental watercolours. Kind of quite nice. I think some of these are a pair, so that's individual. Those two there are a pair. They got the same little character marks. All right. And that one of the stalks over the back looks to be a little bit nicer. They've all got a little bit of sort of foxing and stuff. This nice large harbour scene as well goes with them. And then we've got some nice paintings this week. Laura Whitfield, 1921. Couldn't find out much about her, but geez, it's a nice big sort of oil painting there of the road home. Thought it was a river for a little while. But not even the Yarra's that colour. It's just a nice thing. Lovely big decorative 1921 oil painting. It is signed down here. It's got some other details on the back. Hank Guth oil of Simpson's Gap. This thing's cool. The Bohemian of Curapipe, which is a place in Mauritius. I'm just trying to get the name of the artist. Silvio de Lapierre. There you go. Who's an artist from Mauritius. Paints pretty cool stuff. And this is a nice little example. Did a bit of chasing around the other day. Cool thing. Bit different. What else have we got? The Mary Brady Still Life Oil. Sister Mary Brady. There you go. She's a nun. It's this really nice decorative thing. These are interesting. There's a pair of these. They look to be Albanian, but they do look to be a little bit damaged here and there. I think they might have lost some paint. It's on quite an unusual sort of fine canvas. You've got the little shepherd there playing his flute with his sheep with two figures approaching and somebody else. This blacked out section here is a bit funny. And then this one over the back, I think, is a soldier coming home. And she's in traditional Albanian dress. There you go, and the big sort of mountainous landscape. There he is with the dog greeting him. I think he's coming home rather than leaving. I'm not sure. But this one is signed. They're both signed. This one's signed lower right. It's just really difficult to make out the signature. But yeah, quite interesting things. What else have we got? These are really nice by Rosalind Harvey Sutton, Meldrum School artist. There's two works by her. And they reproduce beautifully in black and white, which I was told years ago that all Meldrum School artists, all of their stuff should reproduce beautifully in black and white. So we tested them on these and they've come up a peach. Sam Shub, it's a great thing. I think he was a doctor, but he did these big heavy paintings on, it's a big tile, enamelled things on sort of tiles and bits of metal. Sister Ripper, I think he had an exhibition in the sort of mid-70s. Only reference I can find to him, not much I can find, but one of them is a little article in an old Art in Australia magazine, I think from 1973, having an exhibition. But it's just really good, bit sort of naive. Got a nice big John Waterhouse oil painting. Brian Dunlop etching. And these are good. William Weinberger. Little pencil drawing, 1932. And this is him as well, a cool little sort of figural abstract landscape there, signed with initials WW and dated 60. These are good things. This little 1932 pencil drawing's a ripper. And it's got all details in the back. So yeah, some nice paintings this week. Some wooden items. Little group lot with this cool sort of gladiator sort of helmet type thing to go on the wall, made in the 1980s over in America, with a nice little geisha wall plaque and some other bits. Charcoal drawing by Gerard Lance. Some more sort of vintage ladies sort of napery and other things. Cool lot of mid-century gear, like this big Scandinavian vase with the sort of dimples. You got big dimples on two sides and little dimples on the other two sides. Nice little wooden secret box, which this drawer actually pushes all the way back in, and then you can open these ones up. But I can't do it at the moment. But it is missing a few little bits, but it's got some lovely little carved monogram on the front here and a really nice sort of griffin type thing on the top. But yeah, it's a shame it is missing a couple of panels, but look at these little pegs where the panels were hanging onto. It's a pretty good quality little thing. And even the decoration on the back's actually really nice. Anyway, nice big carved figure there of Mary. It is signed ZM down the front here, although I don't think you can see that. It's just a nice thing. It reminds me of a Hans Knorr or someone like that. A sort of oriental pot on the nice big stand. Couple of cool old skateboards. This one's pretty cool. It's got old Webcraft trucks, Hansiflex wheels. But one of the wheels is, seen better days. And this one's got one Webcraft trunk and some old Cadillac wheels on it, but it's missing the back truck. Can't win them all. Just cool things. Really nice little sort of modernist box. Lovely little bit. Blonde wood, pine, it could be myrtle, it could be about 10 different things. Shame about that. It's all pretty far gone, damaged, but it's a beautiful old sort of point of sale jar. Cool kids' toys with some handheld games, Nintendo DS cartridges. Mixed little lot of records. Great little lot of toys with the Mercedes, the Porsche, and the Tonka forklift. Is in really good nick. Nice little Japanese, I think, etching temple. I just can't remember the artist. And this one is Japanese, someone Hasegawa III, the pussycat. Nice thing. A little monkey. There you go. Some Navajo art, some sand art pictures, and a couple of bits of pottery. This is cool. This, the Cleveland Engineering Co. made in North Melbourne, big sort of ceramic polishing jar or something like that. Some really nice decorative ceramics, Alka and other German stuff. This hand-painted Chinese butterfly one, nice big Copeland Spode charger, and this nice little Turkish coffee set. Good collection of coloured glass, the Carnival, Davidson's, and the nice little set of 3 frosted powder bowls. A couple of nice foil back trays. Some good modern glass Scandinavian stuff, kind of like the Piggy. Another nice little group lot. You've got these Majolica mugs made in Portugal or something like that, with another nice little collection of Israeli glass. Got a nice little decanter and cups, but we're missing one in this nice little jar. I mean, these sort of things you see around, but they're just a little bit nicer. Some more nice boxes. This little olive wood cigarette box is really quite nice. A nice little sort of, I think it's a stamp box or something like that over the back. Reminds me of one of the Scrabble tile stands. Nice bit of glass with some other bits. The Ronson table lighter. Stewart, another good quality glass and crystal. Another mixed little group lot with snuff bottles. Dalton Poplars, Gustav Klimt. Alright. Nice bit of Oz pottery signed Louise to the base. And I think this candlestick is by Costa Boda. Another nice collection of Oz pottery, Bendigo, Beryl Armstrong, Melrose, and the Melrose jug's got a bit of damage on the spout. But just a nice little group. More good quality audio leak, audio amplifiers with a nice valve amp. There you go, the big preserving jar, the Burpee can sealer co. with some nice old Bushell's coffee tins. A lot of them have still got their contents. Expandable coat racks, pretty cool. Souvenir gear. Some glass. Nice photograph album full of stuck in and loose albumin prints. Bakelite. Teddy Ruxpin with some cassettes. And then you've got some other cassettes. Beatles box set, Warren Zevon, Madonna, Bon Jovi, Lenny Kravitz, and whoever Fuel are. It's a good little lot. Dinky Toys, a Sporran, some men's toiletry sets. Really nice little sterling silver kilt pin, but it is a little bit damaged. The end is broken off, but we've got it in there still. A lot of cloisonne and other sort of oriental stuff. This little tortoiseshell box would have been lovely, but it's a bit cactus. Nice little collection of sort of the doctor's instrument there, and some pocket knives and binoculars and compasses and stuff. Good little mixed lot. Some animal themed china. More, these are all unframed lithographs and plates like that, plus a nice big empty sort of ledger book. Some nice designer bags. Really nice Japanese watercolour scroll. This is a lovely little bit. The little sort of box looks to be a little vintage medicine cabinet. Little shelf inside and the remnants of a sort of emergency labels, doctors, sort of details and stuff. It's just a nice little thing with those big sort of heavy duty copper hinges. Some nice carved wooden Indian boxes. Little group lot with I think a Coalport figure, little Walker and Hall Cruet set, woofer dog of this nice little white metal sort of semi-precious jeweled. A couple of nice Italian espressos. These are wacky. The cushioned and beaded stands. We think they're pot stands or something like that, but they're quite decorative. Collection of English ceramics. Japanese stuff, including the nice two big 1980s vases, I think by Fukagawa. Then we've got a nice squeeze box down the bottom. Another nice photograph album. Which one's this one? This has got the cool one of like the boat races at Cambridge. Little embossed mark lower right. Some other details lower left. There's other nice photographs, but it's mainly sort of England. Stuff like that. Signed New Zealand glass goblets with a nice signed orifice bowl. Lovely old Armand Marseille doll. Great lot of retro ceramics. Japanese Noritake and Nova Memphis, I think, is the teapot, but it's missing the bloody lid. 3 of those nice dinner plates by Christopher Stewart. They're not that old, but they're real sort of deco modernist. I like the little Noritake cup and saucer as well. 3 bits of pottery. Oh, shit, I've forgotten her name. M.W. Wollaston, Marjorie Wollaston, something like that, I think. Probably wrong. But they're really nice bits with those lovely sort of Tenmoko glazes. This is a ripper, the Ben Skins Bitter glass ashtray. 2 interesting old albumin portrait photographs. Thomas Webster, Royal Academy, and Sir Robert Perrett Collier, who I think was a judge or something like that, and he kind of looks like one with those bloody mutton chops. Huh? Like Don Mattingly's sideburns. And then we've got the nice Dalton cabinet plate. We've got the big Rusker West German wall plaque. Lovely little bit of Paul Delphus. And this is another really nice photograph album with lots of interesting photographs of like Port Said, the Suez Canal. There's a bunch of guys dealing with a crocodile. There's lots of interesting photos. Another lovely big albumin photograph album with a bunch of stuff in it. There'll be lots more pictures online on that. I'm not pulling it out and open it up for you now. Anyway, hopefully you saw something you liked. Be good. See you guys tomorrow night.